We often hear about the dangers lurking in our food, from pesticides to artificial sweeteners. But what about the hidden threats, the ones we rarely think about? Acrylamide, a probable human carcinogen, is one such danger. This chemical forms in many common foods during high-heat cooking, particularly starchy foods like potatoes and bread. What's alarming is that acrylamide isn't a trace element. It can form in significant quantities. Studies show that acrylamide is present in a wide array of everyday foods, often exceeding safe levels. The danger lies in its ability to slip unnoticed into our diets, silently accumulating over time. While more research is needed to fully comprehend the long-term effects of acrylamide exposure, the evidence so far is concerning. Studies have linked acrylamide consumption to an increased risk of certain cancers, particularly endometrial, ovarian, and breast cancer. This isn't a call to eliminate all your favorite foods, but rather a wake-up call to make informed choices. By understanding what acrylamide is, where it's found, and how to minimize our exposure, we can take control of our health, one plate at a time. Acrylamide isn't an ingredient added to our food, it's a chemical byproduct formed during cooking. When starchy foods like potatoes and bread are cooked at high temperatures, a chemical reaction occurs between the amino acid asparagine and sugars like glucose and fructose. This reaction creates acrylamide. Imagine the golden crust of a freshly baked loaf of bread, or the crispy edges of a French fry. These desirable textural and visual changes are often accompanied by the formation of acrylamide. The higher the heat and the longer the cooking time, the more acrylamide is produced. This process is most prominent in dry heat cooking methods like baking, frying, grilling, and roasting. Boiling and steaming, on the other hand, produce minimal acrylamide as they involve lower temperatures and water prevents excessive heat buildup. Understanding this simple chemical reaction empowers us to make informed decisions in the kitchen. By modifying our cooking methods and choosing foods wisely, we can significantly reduce our acrylamide intake without sacrificing taste or satisfaction. Acrylamide lurks in many unsuspecting foods, making it crucial to be aware of its primary sources. While it's impossible to eliminate acrylamide completely, we can make informed choices to minimize our exposure. Foods high in carbohydrates and cooked at high temperatures are the biggest culprits. These include French fries, potato chips, crackers, bread, and breakfast cereals. It's not just the type of food but also the cooking method that matters. For instance, a baked potato will generally contain less acrylamide than French fries. Coffee, a beloved beverage enjoyed by millions, also contains acrylamide. The roasting process, essential for developing coffee's characteristic flavor and aroma, unfortunately leads to acrylamide formation. Lighter roasts tend to have slightly lower levels than darker roasts. While the thought of acrylamide lurking in our favorite treats might be unsettling, knowledge is power. By being mindful of our food choices and cooking methods, we can enjoy a balanced diet while minimizing unnecessary acrylamide exposure. Acrylamide in our daily grind. For many, coffee is a morning ritual, a comforting companion throughout the day. However, the revelation that coffee contains acrylamide has left many coffee lovers feeling conflicted. The good news is that you don't have to give up your daily cup altogether. The key is moderation and awareness. While coffee does contain acrylamide, the levels vary depending on the type of bean, roasting method, and brewing technique. Lighter roasts, for instance, tend to have lower acrylamide levels than darker roasts. Choosing Arabica beans over Robusta beans, opting for lower heat roasting methods, and using brewing methods that involve shorter contact time with hot water like drip coffee can help reduce acrylamide exposure. Remember, it's about balancing enjoyment with informed choices. By understanding the factors that influence acrylamide formation in coffee, we can continue to savor our favorite brews while minimizing potential risks. Acrylamide and cancer, unraveling the link. The link between acrylamide and cancer is a complex issue that researchers are still unraveling. While studies have shown a correlation between high acrylamide intake and an increased risk of certain cancers, more research is needed to establish a definitive causal relationship. Animal studies have shown that acrylamide exposure can damage DNA and lead to tumor development. Human studies, while not as conclusive, have shown a potential link between acrylamide intake and an increased risk of endometrial, ovarian, and breast cancer. It's important to note that these studies focus on high levels of acrylamide consumption over prolonged periods. The occasional serving of French fries or a cup of coffee is unlikely to pose a significant threat. The key takeaway is awareness. By understanding the potential risks associated with acrylamide exposure, we can make informed decisions about our diets and lifestyles. Reducing our intake of acrylamide-rich foods, adopting healthier cooking methods, and maintaining a balanced diet can contribute to our overall well-being. So there you have it, people. If you want to know more about this topic, drop a comment down below, and we will make part 2. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more healthy content. Until the next video, stay happy and stay healthy.